Good morning. Myself, Dr. Shiv Harsh Singh. Today, I have come with a lecture for the English medium students of MA second semester. This lecture on terrorism is basically meant for those students of MA second semester who read and write in English, and those students of second semester who can understand and appreciate English. This lecture is on international terrorism, and let me tell you at the beginning that today's world is very strange. We have guided missiles but misguided men. Our technical progress or technological progress has outrun our social progress. Today, mankind has created so many such problems whom technology is helping, but we don't have any successful good social mechanism to solve them. Of course, we have United Nations, but alas, we don't have United Nations on any of the five big problems of our world. These five big issues of our contemporary world are terrorism, nukes means nuclear weapons, narcotics, AIDS, and environmental degradation. Out of these five problems, today I'll be concentrating on international terrorism only. Recently, a new big global problem has emerged that is known as COVID 19, and the whole world is still grappling with this disease, and it is still not coming under control. Well, in today's lecture, let us concentrate on international terrorism. And let me tell you that this concept of terrorism is very important in order to understand the causes of international terrorism. Before that, I will be letting you know that terrorism is a new kind of warfare. It is a faceless enemy. Terrorism is everywhere and terrorism is nowhere. This terrorism is spread all over the world. Terrorist organizations are spread all over the world, and the reports tell that all the major terrorist organizations have interlinkages. They are connected to each other. There is a worldwide web of terrorist organizations. But the whole world has no strategy to fight terrorism properly. And the most important shortcoming that does not allow us to deal with terrorism properly is our being very disunited on any of these global issues. Like we do not have any United Nations on environmental degradation, AIDS, nukes, and narcotics. Likewise, we do not have United Nations. We do not have any consensus even on the definition of terrorism. When USA was attacked by Al Qaeda on September 11, 2001, then media described it as a Pearl Harbor. Means media hyped it very much. But in the same year, on 1st October 2001, when Indian State Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir was attacked by terrorists, it was downplayed by media. At the same time, on December 13, 2001, Indian Parliament was attacked by terrorists, but again it was downplayed by the media. There are double standards. USA considers that the terrorism against its soil is more important, more deadly, and it must be tackled more seriously than the terrorism faced by other countries like India. Pakistan calls terrorists as jihadis or freedom fighters. So these double standards, they are a big problem in our fight against terrorism. Unless there is a concerted international or global effort to fight and tackle terrorism stoutly, it is very unlikely that any solution to terrorism will emerge. Because unless the whole humanity recognizes terrorism as the big enemy of humanity, there is going to come no solution. So, this terrorism has to be recognized as the enemy of whole humanity, and the whole humanity, the whole population of the globe, all the organizations, including United Nations, they have to unitedly recognize terrorism first as enemy of humanity, and then only they will be able to find some solution to this big problem of today's world.